what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time.
Imagine you've spent your life justifying violence with a story that makes you feel powerful. Then one day, something shakes you so hard that the same story suddenly means something completely different. That's what happens to Jules Winfield in Pulp Fiction. I'm Dr. Patrick Kingsep, clinical psychologist, and today we're taking a closer look at the diner scene, not just because it's iconic, but because it shows what real psychological change looks like in the moment. Now, we all know how it starts.
I love you, pumpkin.
I love you, honey bunny.
Everybody be cool, this is a robbery!
Any wrong move could end in bloodshed. But this isn't just a robbery. Now, what makes this scene powerful isn't the threat of violence. Tarantino films are just full of that, but the fact that Jules chooses not to pull the trigger. In a movie that thrives on violence, restraint becomes the most shocking move. Earlier in the film, Jules comes across as nothing but powerful. He quotes Ezekiel 25:17, like it's part of his brand.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers.
It's a ritual that he performs before killing someone. He doesn't care what it means. It just sounds cool and intimidating. Now, we've watched him take lives without hesitation, turning murder into a performance.
And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
That's the Jules we've known up until now. Decisive, ruthless, untouchable. But that morning, he and Vincent walked away from what felt like a miracle. A kid unloaded an entire clip at them, point blank, and not a single bullet landed. Now, that experience rattled Jules. He sees it as a divine intervention, a sign he's been living blind. Now, this is a classic example of what I call an existential shock, an event that forces you to rethink the foundations of your life.
We should be fucking dead, man.
I know, we was lucky.
No. That shit wasn't love.
Yeah, maybe.
This was divine intervention.
For most people, these moments come in different forms. Surviving an accident, getting devastating news, or even watching someone else's downfall up close. Now suddenly, what felt stable about your identity, it just doesn't hold.
Look, you want to play blind man, go walk with a shepherd. But me, my eyes are wide fucking open.
What the fuck does that mean?
I mean, that's it for me.
That's where Jules is in the diner.
You really thinking about quitting?
For life?
Yeah.
Most definitely.
The glowing briefcase has been one of cinema's most debated mysteries. Is it gold? A soul? Tarantino won't say. But what matters here isn't the object itself. It's what each character projects onto it. Ringo, better known as Pumpkin, sees it as beautiful, valuable. Maybe it's his big break. Jules refuses to hand it over. For him, it's become something different. Not a payday, but a line in the sand.
Open it.
Afraid I can't do that.
I didn't hear you.
Yes, you did.
What's going on?
Looks like we got a vigilante in our midst.
He isn't protecting an object. He's protecting the chance to rewrite himself.
Is that what I think it is?
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
We all assign meanings to things based on what we need them to represent, to symbolize. To Ringo, the briefcase is survival. To Jules, it's transformation. And this is where the psychology comes into focus. Jules starts to reinterpret his own ritual.
You read the Bible, Ringo?
Not regularly, no.
Well, there's this passage I got memorized. Ezekiel 25:17.
He delivers Ezekiel 25:17 one last time, but not as a threat. He breaks it down piece by piece right in front of Pumpkin.
The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the inequities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men.
He considers three possibilities. The first is,
maybe it means you're the evil man and I'm the righteous man. And Mr. 9mm here, he's the shepherd protecting my righteous ass in the valley of darkness.
The second one is,
Or it could mean you're the righteous man and I'm the shepherd. And it's the world that's evil and selfish. Now, I'd like that, but that shit ain't the truth.
and the third is,
The truth is, you're the weak and I'm the tyranny of evil men. But I'm trying, Ringo. I'm trying real hard to be the shepherd.
that last one is the hardest to say out loud because it's like an admission. For years, he's been the villain, but for the first time, he names it and then says the words that flip the whole scene on its head.
Go.
Now, this is cognitive reframing in its rawest form. Jules takes a script he's used to justify killing and rewrites it as a moral code. Not perfectly, not cleanly, but it's just enough to stop the cycle. Now, what makes this so compelling is that Tarantino doesn't dress it up with a Hollywood ending. Jules doesn't walk away redeemed with a halo over his head. He's still a violent man. He's still terrifying. Well, at least he was to me.
I'm the guns of the Navarone. In fact, what the fuck am I doing in the back? You the motherfucker should be on brain detail. We fucking switching. I'm washing the windows and you picking up this nigga's skull.
But he makes a choice, and that's what matters. In psychology, identity doesn't shift overnight, but change always begins with a choice, a moment where someone says, I can't keep being who I was.
What happened here was a miracle, and I want you to fucking acknowledge it.
All right, it was a miracle. Can we go now?
Now think about it. Walter White in Breaking Bad has similar opportunities to step back, but he always doubles down.
We are not ramping down. We're just getting started. Nothing stops this train. Nothing.
Dexter ritualized his impulses to survive, but never let himself truly change.
My dark passenger is like a trapped coal miner, always tapping, always letting me know it's still in there, still alive.
Jules is different. He looks straight at what he's been and tries to step in a new direction. That's why this moment really stands out. And it's why Vincent's contrasting presence in the diner matters.
And what's an act of God?
When God makes the impossible possible.
He stays cold. He stays detached. A reminder of the path that Jules could easily keep walking. Now, Jules tells Pumpkin,
Normally, both your asses would be dead as fucking fried chicken. But you happen to pull this shit while I'm in a transitional period, and I don't want to kill you. I want to help you.
in this moment, Honey Bunny is still frantic.
Okay, now you let him go.
Yolanda, I thought you were gonna be cool. Now, when you yell at me, it makes me nervous. And when I get nervous, I get scared. And when motherfuckers get scared, that's when motherfuckers accidentally get shot.
He isn't just holding Ringo at gunpoint. He's managing Honey Bunny's panic, making sure she doesn't pull the trigger by mistake. But instead of Jules pulling the trigger, he gives them money. Not as charity, but as a transaction.
$1,500.
Put it in your pocket. It's yours. Now, with the rest of those wallets in the register, that makes this a pretty successful little score, huh?
He says,
I'm buying something for my money. You wanna know what I'm buying, Ringo?
What?
Your life. I'm giving you that money so I don't have to kill your ass.
now this is a subtle but really profound shift. He's using the language of violence, but turning it toward mercy. He still asserts dominance, but instead of killing them, he lets them walk. For someone like Jules, who's built his entire identity on control and intimidation, this is the only way change could plausibly begin. Not with surrender, but with a new definition of strength.
From here on in, you consider my ass retired.
Jesus Christ.
Don't blaspheme.
God damn it.
I said don't do that.
Why does this resonate so deeply? Well, I think it's because it mirrors real life. Many people live by stories they don't even realize they're repeating. Stories about being tough, or about needing control, or about proving themselves. Then something happens, a loss, a brush with death, a breakdown, And suddenly that story feels hollow. Like Jules, they face a choice: double down on the old script or try to rewrite it. Not everyone chooses the second option, though. But when they do, it's rarely pretty.
Don't fucking talk to me that way, man.
If my answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
I'm gonna take a shit.
It's awkward, it's messy, it's inconsistent. The Jules doesn't sound like a saint here. He sounds like a man struggling to put new words around an old habit.
But I can't give you this case, because it don't belong to me. Besides, I've been through too much shit over this case this morning to just hand it over to your dumb ass.
That's what makes it authentic. We see this in real life too. You know, for example, a survivor of a car accident might suddenly decide to live differently. Someone who's lost a loved one might reevaluate what truly matters. And these moments don't turn people into saints overnight, but they can crack open the door for real change. For me, this scene isn't about Tarantino being clever with structure. It's about what happens when someone finally looks in the mirror and admits they can't keep living the same way. Jules doesn't know if he can pull it off. He just knows that he has to try. And that's the lesson worth pulling out.
Do you want to continue this theological discussion in a car or in a jailhouse with the cops?
We should be fucking dead, my friend.
Change doesn't begin when you've figured everything out. It begins when you're willing to admit who you've been and you're willing to try, even if it's clumsy, to be something else. So here's my question for you. Do you think Jules truly changes after this? Or is it just a temporary shift born out of fear? I'd love to hear your take in the comments. And if this breakdown spoke to you, check out my videos on Walter White's self-sabotage and Dexter's emotional masking. They'll give you more to think about on how people wrestle with identity and change. And if you know someone who loves Pulp Fiction, share this with them.